It's Kevin Landrigan with the Nashville Telegraph. Talk a little bit about an important issue in the race for governor that haven't got much attention and has some surprising agreement. This is dealing with whether to legalize the use of medical marijuana for patients that have chronic conditions that include pretty severe pain. It's an issue on which both Democrats and Republicans who supported this cause had tried for 8 years to get Governor John Lynch to come along with it, because John Lynch, the four-term Democrat who's retiring this year, had never said philosophically he was against the idea, but always seemed to find a reason to veto it. He vetoed it twice, once when Democrats were in control in 2009, and once when Republicans were in control just this past June. But we have in the race for governor two major party candidates and the Libertarian Party candidate all supporting the concept, again, of legalizing medical marijuana. Both Republican Ovid Lamontagne, Democrat Maggie Hassan, and Libertarian candidate John Babiarz have all said they support it. Maggie Hassan, the Democratic candidate, as a state senator, voted for the legislation in 2009 that John Lynch vetoed. And Ovid Lamontagne says that if it's properly prescribed or dispensed by a physician and obtained through a pharmacy, that he could support it as well. But as we know in Concord on many issues, including this one, as we've seen before, the devil is in the details. And first we have to determine what the makeup of the legislature is going to be for the next 2 years. If it's decidedly more Democratic than it is right now, that probably even improves the fortunes for medical marijuana in the legislature. But the question is, as I said, what kind of medical marijuana bill will it be? Both Maggie Hassan and Ovid Lamontagne's comments certainly have left some wiggle room for them to find problems with a particular issue. The two bills that passed in 2009, 2011 were very different. How? Well, the one the Democrats passed actually provided for a dispensing system for these essentially clinics or state-approved centers to dispense the marijuana. The 2012 bill, the Republican-led legislature passed on to Governor Lynch, would allow citizens to grow their own marijuana, but only a restrictive amount, only a certain number of plants that would produce a certain volume of marijuana, so they couldn't actually deal in the product. You certainly get the sense from the comments from both candidates, Hassan and Lamontagne, that they would prefer the version that passed a couple of years ago, because it would put more controls over the distribution of the drug. But, and another key question is, who's going to be the next Attorney General? Mike Delaney, the current Attorney General, supports John Lynch and opposed medical marijuana legislation when it was before the legislature, even before John Lynch vetoed it. His term is coming up in March. If Maggie Hassan is elected governor as a Democrat, she could well reappoint Mike Delaney as Attorney General, who, as I said, philosophically opposes the issue. If Ovid Lamontagne is elected governor, he'll in all likelihood replace Mike Delaney with another Attorney General. But what kind of Attorney General? Will it be one that is very close with law enforcement, that continues to oppose this issue, not only on a philosophical basis, but also on a practical basis, in terms of controlling the distribution of this product and keeping it out of the hands of people who really aren't sick? So a lot of unanswered questions, but certainly the prospects for medical marijuana in the future in New Hampshire are much brighter than they were over the last 8 years. This is Kevin Landrigan with the Nashville Telegraph. Thanks for watching.